Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you are interested in seeing how I created this look, please keep watching. For my brows, I'm going in with the Essence Eyebrow Styler set, and this you can find at your Clicks or your Dis-Chem. I have mentioned this in previous videos before, and I'm just gonna shade in the areas that need some love. I have been threading this season. I thought it's something nice to talk about, so then you ladies can let me know how you feel. I'm sure there's going to be some guys that's going to comment on this, but soccer season, the Premier League is approaching, and quite literally I was so glad there was a little bit of a break from it. I have seen sadness in a lot of men's eyes now that season has been on hold for a bit, but it will be back this Friday as far as I know. My boyfriend and my dad's favorite team is playing, so I'm just like, yeah, all that shouting at the referee and the referee can't hear you is gonna be back. Anyway, on to other news. Apparently there's a PS5 that's out, so another reason for us to lose all our lovers. How are you guys feeling about it? Like, what's the vibe on your side? Are you cool with it? Are you a soccer fanatic yourself? Are you a PS5 fanatic or a PS fanatic per se? I don't know. I'm just like not caught up in all of that stuff. But I suppose we all have different interests. I'm now going in with the P. Louise eyeshadow base. This is Ruma 05. And I'm just going to use this as my eyeshadow base as well as to clean up underneath my brows. And this is a really great eyeshadow base, like everything really sticks to it well. And I got mine on Takealot, or it could have been Zando in South Africa. Yeah, it's a bit expensive now. I don't know why they upped the prices by so much. This was way before COVID even happened. But there are other places like Shop Betty online and all of those online Instagram shops, which is a great place to buy it for way cheaper. Guys, I was looking up the price of eye creams the other day because I turned 30 and now I'm just obsessed with anti-aging things, and I've always been crazy about skincare in the last few years, so now I just want to like add to my collection because I finally bought me like a Korean skincare the other day. But guys, the price of eye creams, like I honestly don't know. I feel like it's insane. So anyway, going in with the Benefits Gimme Brow Plus. This is the shade 3. I was saying, so with the whole eye cream situation, I can't believe eye creams cost that much for like the smallest little tube. Like, I don't know, if the eye cream's gonna put on eyeshadow for me and do a whole makeup look, then I'm willing to pay a lot for it. But I have literally seen the most insane amounts for eye cream. I've seen something as high as like 3,500. I've seen one of like 1,850, and I'm just like, what the F does this eye cream do? Like, fuck, I don't understand. It's crazy. But yeah, I need to invest in a good eye cream that's like a decent price. If any of you know of any eye creams that's not gonna cost me an arm and a leg, please let me know down below in the comments. Okay, so now my brows is done and we're on to eyeshadow. Okay, so my feels is that I want to show my lovely melanin ladies that you should never be scared of color. So I'm going to go in with a lilac look, and for that I'm going to use this palette from MAC. It's called the Spider Queen eyeshadow palette. It has 6 pans in it, and it just happens to have all shades of lilac and purple and then black, just to add a bit of grunge darkness to it. So I'm going to start off by patting some of this black into my crease, and we're just gonna go all the way just so that it can create a little bit of depth. And then the rest of it, we're just gonna wing it with like purples. And I love purple so much, and honestly I feel like I have purple in every look, but it's just a thing for me. Also, I found out that once I started watching one of my favorite YouTubers, Tammy Clark, she loves purple as well, so now I love her even more. So I actually got gifted this palette from a makeup artist friend of mine, and we met each other on a shoot that I was doing. She actually just gave me like a whole bag of makeup that she no longer uses. So shout out to Sarah White, man. She's great. She's a really amazing chick. And I appreciate literally any makeup. So now that we've created a little bit of depth with the black, I'm going to go in with this purple shade over here. So I'm going to go in with this purple shade over here, and I'm just going to shade this right above that black. I think I was going to do like a full lilac eye, and now it's just changed to completely something else. Guys, this always happens. I'm sorry. You can let me know if you want me to like do a lilac eye full on one day, and we can get with that. Also, I don't know if you've seen on my Instagram that I've created some looks there. If you feel like there's not enough content happening on YouTube, I try and record at least one YouTube video for the week. I don't have a fixed day of when I post it because I'm literally just so busy, but Instagram is honestly up to date with a whole lot of new looks if you want to check it out. My handle is Leanne Martin, and it's one word. I'll try and link it somewhere in the caption. Okay, so now that that's there, I'm going to go in with this lighter lilac shade, and we just want to blend that into the top, just to lighten things up a bit. I'm wearing my boyfriend's top, and we all do that in winter. It's winter in South Africa, by the way, if there's anybody that's not from South Africa that's tuned in. And I'm just gonna shade this in here. Everything's looking messy now, but we pray that it always comes together. What have you guys been up to? Are you guys back at work? Like, what's the vibe in terms of in your countries? Are you still like full on lockdown? South Africa, I obviously know what's happening, but like, do tell me if you are back at work, what industry you're in, and all that jazz. And what do you guys think about me doing a live? I had like one live in my entire life, and that was for Style ID, and I've never had one live of my own. But if you have any ideas of things that you really want me to do and looks that you want me to do, like, please always let me know below in the comments, or you can just hit me up on my Instagram as well. Okay, so this is like super grungy at the moment, and it's looking like wild. But I'm going to add more black in this corner over here now, because now I'm just going to go wild completely. Just going to shade this out. And this is great for winter, guys. Like nice warm looks with like pops of color. Not that I wear colorful stuff when I go out. I'm always trying to sell something, and then I don't actually do it. We all go for that new tones, like that's the safest tones for every person. This is like the first ever MAC eyeshadow palettes that I owned, and thank goodness I didn't have to buy it, because gosh, they can be so pricey. I'm happy with buying like affordable eyeshadow palettes. Okay, so you can see that this created like that pulling effect, almost as if, you know, I have a liquid liner but I don't have a liquid liner yet. We can still decide if I'm going to add that later, but for now it's adding that nice sharp finish. We're just going to keep building and building. I'm just going to take that same brush, I'm just going to dip it into the dark purple again, and I'm just going to blend that edge. We just want everything to fuse into one another. And then the same for the side. Okay, cool. Now we can decide on sparkle. Sparkle, I'm going to use the Kangol eyeshadow palette. And the palette looks like this on the inside. And I'm going to use this like lilac-y sparkle shade here. Kangol sparkles are really, really good, in all honesty. Their shades are not as pigmented. There are a few shades here and there that work fine, but I mean the sparkles are really good, so I want to go in with this lilac-y sparkle. And I'm not gonna cut my crease because I haven't touched this bottom section yet. It still has the eyeshadow primer on it, so I think we're good to go just like this. So as you can see, with one application that was very, very pigmented, and I don't have any issues with it at all. It's so pretty. It's like almost a silver, like a really light lilac. It's a good mix of like silver and lilac. I am loving and living for this shimmer. Oh, so nice. Okay, cool. Now that that's done, I'm just gonna go in with the same brush that still has black on it, and I'm just gonna blend these two into each other. Let's get a little bit more. So I'm just gonna dip into this black again, and we're just gonna go into that again. I don't know if it's really necessary for us to do liquid liner, because I feel like this is already dark enough as it is. You can just carry it like at the bottom, shade it at the bottom. Okay, I think maybe we need liquid liner just to add that nice edge to everything. Cool, I'm liking that. So for the liquid liner, I'm going in with a Kangol double-ended liquid liner, and this is in a very intense liquid liner, which is what I want for the purpose of this look. I don't want it to be like too intense or like too watery, so I just want to like shade in really over the black. And this liner has two ends. It has like the thick end and then the more thin end, which is common to most liquid liners. So I'm just gonna shade like the end a little bit, just a very light line, and I'm just gonna go as close to the lash line as possible. I wanted to just seem like it blended seamlessly with the black on the edge. So like nothing too intense, like I don't know if you can see the difference. It's just like a light line over there. Okay, then we're going to do the same for the other side. And that's it. For the lashes, we are using the Revlon Sophia's mascara. Very nice mascara. I have used this before, and it just separates the lashes so nicely from each other. Guys, if I go into this mode where I just start speaking in another accent, it's my alter ego. I'm a Gemini, so we get a bit crazy sometimes. Who are you guys' favorite like YouTubers at this point in time? Like, I find that whoever I end up following that I really love, they end up being like British beauty YouTubers. And I don't know this. I'm like following them on Instagram, and I just end up going to the YouTube channels, and then I find out, oh my gosh, this one's British as well. And I just love like a female British accent. Like, I don't know, I just love it so much. So I'm really loving Tui at the moment. Like, she's my fave. She's like my ultimate fave. Then there's Tammy Clark, that has the Revolution. Oh, Tammy Clark launched a new Revolution collection with Makeup Revolution, and I'm excited out of my mind. Like, I cannot wait for Clicks to launch it. I pray that Clicks is going to launch it, and I'm also hoping that Revolution Skincare comes to South Africa, because South Africa and skincare, I don't know, they're not much of friends. I don't know what's happening, man. Okay, so that's just like a light mascara because I have the smallest lashes on earth, and we know this. For our choice of foundation and concealers, I'm going in with the Fit Me range today. This is the shade 350 and the concealer is the shade 40. I'm really loving the Maybelline Fit Me range as well. It's very nice. Oh gosh, applying the foundation before the concealer. But before I do that, I actually just want to go in with the LA Gold Pro Conceal, and this is the Orange Corrector. So I'm just going to apply this under my eyes because it's really dark there. Sinus has had made up my eyes more than usual, so it's really dark, man. We are going to blend this in with a sponge real quickly. Guys, if you have any fallout from eyeshadow, like especially pigmented eyeshadows fallout, just clean it up with like micellar water or something. For this, I use Bioderma micellar water at this point in time, but you can really just use any micellar water. And this is the actual reason I do my eyeshadow before I do my foundation, so that if there is fallout, I don't dirty my whole face with glitter all over the place. So I'm going in with the Fit Me foundation now. And this is not a full coverage. Excuse me. This is not a full coverage foundation. This is a Boldable to full coverage foundation. So it's like medium coverage. But it's really, really lightweight. And it's awesome to wear on a daily basis, because it's so lightweight, you can barely feel it on your skin. And I like that it's dewy. I know the bottle says it's a matte poreless foundation, and it says normal to oily skin. I don't have normal to oily skin, I actually have dry skin, but I'm not mad at the fact that it's doing what it's supposed to do for my skin. So personally, I love the foundation irrespective of the bottle. That's not being too truthful. I don't know how people with oily and normal skin feel about it, but I think it's great because I just always, in any case, powder my face after if something's like too oily. Okay, so that's done. Now onto concealer. Okay, so actually before I start with my concealer, I'm going to go in with the Sweet Holy Grail Flash Case, and I'm just going to add some depth. Give myself some cheeks, emphasize those cheekbones. Just going to highlight a little bit, and my brown is almost up in this, so I need to get me this palette soon, or I need to get something to replace it. I'm thinking I want to get me the Revlon Color Stay foundation sticks. I've actually been loving Revlon so much, and they've been showing me so much love, and I just really do actually enjoy their makeup a whole lot. So that is an option. If there's any options of things that you guys know that's great that I can try, please let me know down below in the comments as well. So I'm just gonna blend this up. And the reason I'm doing the liquid contour before the concealer is because then it's easier to just edge out everything when we're done. I'll show you guys that now when we highlight the areas we need to. I don't actually really like to contour my nose too much because I really have like a very like pointy nose, and there's like this ball at the end, so I don't like to do too much contouring because otherwise it just makes my nose look weird. Okay, and now we're looking lovely. Like just now we're looking like enough of the bullshit. I'm on to concealer, and I'm just putting this under my eyes. And you can already see, like if you conceal and you lighten this area at the bottom, your eyes just like pop, like they just come out, and they just like, you know. And then this is why I do the contouring step first, because when you put this concealer here to highlight, you just throw like a solid ass line, and it just like the cut is there. It's like I can't describe it. I don't know, sometimes I just maybe get too deep with this whole thing, but you guys will see what I mean, man. And then a little bit here. And then for all that extra, like, you know, contouring that happened there where the dark went where it wasn't supposed to, you're just gonna like fix that up with the concealer, because concealer fixes everything, like everything. And now we're gonna blend. Just gonna blend, blend, blend. Can you see that line? Like, oh gosh. The craziest thing is when you're recording this video, you're actually speaking to yourself. And I keep spitting. I'm speaking like to myself. It's the weirdest thing. And you can just use this concealer to clean up like that edge of your eye as well. Like if you have any black fallout from the eyeshadow that came here, or if your liquid liner went a bit crazy on the edge, concealer fixes everything. And we're just gonna keep blending and blending and blending till everything is like one and it looks like a face again, but like a nicer version of your face. Can you just, guys, I can't get over that. Like that's the part that gets me. every time. Okay, let's continue adding that spice. So I'm going in with the NYX highlight and contour palette, and I'm just gonna add on to that, you know. So I'm just lightly gonna dip into the lighter shade, and I'm just gonna add to that definition. But because the shade is a bit lighter, it's adding like a nice bronzy finish to my cheek as well, and that's why I'm brushing it upwards into the cheek and then all around that edge. What are you guys' plans for like when lockdown is done? Like, what's the first thing you're going to do? I just want to go like to a wine farm. Because before lockdown happened, like my friends and I would go to a wine farm at least once a month, and we just got onto that bandwagon, and then lockdown happened, and it was literally all of our birthdays in this time, and we couldn't do anything with each other. So before I start any other powdering methods for my face, I'm just gonna use this palette again, and we're just gonna add like a nice little shade of this dark purple at the bottom, close to the waterline but not on the waterline. And I didn't want to do black because I feel like black's going to be a bit too heavy. I think that's great. And then I'm just going to use the shade over here. It's like a very sparkly shade, but it's not the same as the sparkle we have on the lid. I'm just going to place that on the inner corner over here. It's just a light splash of color. Also purple, but different shade, and we're just going to carry this here. To powder my face up, I said we are doing a full Fit Me face, so I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me powder. This is also the shade 350, which is caramel, and this is matte poreless powder. I can vouch that this is actually mattifying. It's not lying about that part, and it really does add a whole lot of smoothing to those pores. I've really been loving this powder a lot. I've used it for most of my makeup looks, and I don't own a lot of powders. I've just fell in love with this and the MAC, so I've literally just been using these. I'm really keen to actually try the Revlon Candid because I've been loving Revlon as well, so maybe that can be like my next buy as like a loose powder. For blush, we are going in with my fave LA Gold Spice Blush Palette. As you can see, I've hit pan on this palette, also because it fell. And I'm using my favorite blush brush ever from Real Techniques. We're just gonna apply this on the apples of the cheek and brush that up into our hairline. Very pigmented, guys, very. I used this on set with a makeup artist for the first time, and I just loved it so much. She used this peachy tone on me, and I loved it. Later on during the day, she added some of the brown, which is actually a bronzy color, but it was just doing justice in every possible way. Okay, now y'all know that I had to throw in like a high-end baby, and we are going in with the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Trophy Wife Highlighter. And if you guys watched my last video, like, you know, that was a complete fuck up. Like, it just took too much. Just took too much highlighter. So we're gonna try this again today, and we're gonna hope and pray that I know how pigmented this is, so I don't need a lot. So today I'm just gonna like do a douche, like literally that's all I did, and I'm Guys, I can't deal. Wow. Can I even complain? Like, is there anything bad to say at this point in time? And it's so addictive. You just keep going. You just keep going. Look at that. Wow. Just doing that again. And we're going to do the same on that. Wow. This highlighter is going to last me a lifetime if I don't end up using it like every day for no reason. Fenty. Girl, if you hear me, like, just send me something, man. Like, can we even complain? It's just lighting up my entire life. Like, my entire life. Okay, I'm going to take that same shade and I'm just going to apply some, like, right, the tiniest brush. Guys, I'm done. I'm done with Rihanna. I'm really done with her. Like, I'm done with her. Just kidding. I'm not done with you, girl. Never. I would never. Okay, now we need to decide on a lip. Okay, so for my lip, I'm going in with the MAC Plum Lip Pencil. People are so tired of me using this pencil, but it's like the best thing that ever happened to me, and I need to replace it, or I need to find one that's close to it. Once again, holler at me in the comments below, man. It's like a nice brown shade. And I'm just gonna line the edges with it. I did not do a lip scrub in a long time, so don't judge me if you can see what my lips look like. Horrific. But we are all human, and if you're judging me about that, then I don't have words for you. Just shading in the corners a little bit. I still want to keep that nude, natural pinky finish in the middle of my own lip. And now I'm just going to add a gloss. For my gloss, fully inspired by purple, I'm going in with the LA Girl holographic gloss topper. And I'm just going to apply this on my lip. You can see that the shimmer is like a purple shimmer. And I'm just going to dab this in. It's like just too thick to like leave on like this. But it's so pretty. Like, what person can complain about this? And it's obviously super affordable, because LA Girl is generally just very affordable, and you can find them at Dis-Chem for my people in South Africa. Yeah, I think that's the look, guys. And I'm just gonna like set that. Not that I always use a setting spray, but because I got one from Urban Decay when I went to an event to watch the Harley Quinn movie. What's the name of it? Birds of Prey. We got like a mini little setting spray, so I'm just gonna use that to set my makeup with Kay. All-nighter setting spray, and I am not going anywhere all day or all night, but we are still going to set our faces because this is a makeup tutorial. So I'm just going to shake this up a bit, and the theme purple, so let's just, it has a very odd smell. Not sure what it smells like, but it's not your average sweet makeup smell. Let's just clean up my earrings from the foundation, and this is your final look. What do you guys think? I am loving how everything came together. I'm glad I could do like a semi-lilac with a grunge look like mixed up, and I didn't have to choose between the two. So let me know down below in the comments if you guys like this look, if you want to see more looks like this, Also, like and subscribe if you guys haven't subscribed yet. Follow me on Instagram for more makeup looks, and thank you for tuning in. Love you guys.